I'm going to be taking you from start to finish on how you can make your first $10,000 a month online with e-commerce. If you're anything like me, you're probably scrolling through YouTube right now just trying to figure out how to make it. You're probably asking yourself, how are all these guys making so much money online? Trust me, I ask myself the same question. I'm about to make it possible for each and every single one of you watching this video right now to go from $0 to $10,000 per month with the most scalable online business model there is, e-commerce. There's a lot of talk about e-commerce being dead. I'm here to tell you that it is definitely not dead. In fact, it's only growing. Retail stores are closing everywhere and businesses are having to adapt to a changing marketplace. E-commerce is here to stay, but how do you get a slice of the pie? I've personally done over $5 million in revenue in 2024 alone. It is possible. So let's get into it. Here's how you can generate your first $10,000 a month online with e-commerce. The first thing you need to do when you start an e-commerce business is figure out what to sell. A lot of people out there tell you to find a product that solves a problem, and while this is true, this is not how we should approach the product research for our stores. Instead, we should find the problem first. I'm gonna give you an example. So we have an overall health problem of low testosterone. Low testosterone is the overall problem. Now, there are multiple problems that come out of low testosterone, right? So there is balding, there is low energy, there is ED. So, for example, these three issues all stem from one overall problem, which is low testosterone. When we identified the overall health issue of low testosterone, you can find three different angles, right? So, balding, low energy, erectile dysfunction. Now, because we have all three of these angles, we have unique angles to market our products with, okay? So as opposed to a lot of these individuals telling you, go ahead and find a product first, now you have parameters for what you need to look for products. So balding, what could work for balding? There is tools, micro rollers, derma rollers, there's supplements. So with balding, we have tools that are gadgets that you can roll on your hair to avoid balding. There are supplements that can help individuals that are struggling with balding hair. Now, instead of going aimlessly and trying to find a product that solves a problem, you are looking for a product in this small segment of an overall problem. For example, balding is an overall problem of low testosterone. You're trying to identify a product that fits within these parameters. So now you're looking for things that help people with balding. Okay, in order to use all of these angles, right, you can build a men's health company that sells products within every single angle of low testosterone. Now, when we're marketing our products, we're gonna make the individuals aware of the overall problem that they struggle with so that in turn we can upsell them on the back end for other things that will help with the overall problem. Because now they're aware of the problem that they had and we move them into understanding the segment that they started with. For example, somebody struggling with ED. Now we made them aware that they have low testosterone, so we could sell them the low energy stuff, we could sell them the balding stuff, we could sell them all of this stuff because they're struggling with almost every single one of these symptoms because of the overall issue that they're experiencing being low testosterone. So this is how I identify the markets that I want to enter with my e-commerce businesses, because it allows me to pick products that I understand are pain points for individuals and also pick products that I know I can market with a unique angle. So you're not just running some bag that you found on AliExpress. You're not just running some dress that you saw somebody else run on TikTok. You're finding a unique angle for a product and you're able to market it to people that actually struggle with a real problem. Now, rather than scrolling through spy tools and looking for the same dress that everybody else is selling on TikTok, you've set parameters for yourself to look for in a product that solves that unique angle that you just identified. The next thing you can do to actually find your product is to scroll through AliExpress, SendDrop, CJ Dropshipping, any of these companies that have a wide variety of products to sell, and look for the product that solves the problem that you just identified. The second thing that you need to do, which is one of the most important ones outside from your product itself, is setting up your Shopify store. A lot of dropshippers just use the same copy and paste dropshipping themes, and a lot of consumers are aware of what they're doing. So in order to set yourself apart, you're going to want to use Canva to create nice design assets for your store. Remember to use colors that identify with the audience that you're selling towards. For example, if you're selling to women, make your store look nice, girly, and pink. But if you're selling to men, make your store look strong and use bold colors. In the description of this video, I left a link to my favorite Shopify theme, which makes building your Shopify store 10 times easier. The last thing you need to do is run ads for your product. Now, there's a trillion ad strategies out there, and honestly, I believe this is why so many people fail. It's because it's too much information and it's too distracting for beginners. Running ads are extremely simple. I personally run all my ads through Facebook or Meta, So that's what I'm going to tell you guys to do. When you're running ads for your product, especially using this method, it's going to be extremely easy. You know exactly what the pain point for the group of people that you're marketing towards is already going through. And 9 times out of 10, people want to solve their problems, as opposed to somebody wanting to buy a dress and just splurge money. Instead, they're going to be spending money on something that's worth it for them. It helps their lives. You just need to make sure that your ad creatives, which can be pictures or videos, resonates with your audience. It speaks to your audience as your product being their best solution. Perfect example of this that we already identified earlier is the balding issue of low testosterone. Hair transplants cost thousands of dollars, but your derma roller costs $39.95 and gets amazing results. Now listen, all you need to do is set up a basic campaign, purchase objective, 1 CBO, 1 ad set, no interest, and let Meta do its thing. It knows who your target audience is because you're already telling it who it is through your ad creatives and your ad copy. In that same campaign, just make sure that you have 4 to 5 creatives for the product that you're selling. Now listen, I know, 3 steps to making $10,000 per month, it sounds unrealistic. And I'm not telling you that it's gonna work on your first, second, or even your 3rd try. I've been doing e-commerce for 8 years now, and I've been through my fair share of ups and downs. Running a business is never going to be easy. You're gonna have to put out fire after fire, test new things all the time. And listen, you're going to struggle at first, and that's normal. But I can promise you that with enough time and enough energy put into this, you will make it. Why not you? And I know this works because I've taken countless individuals to their first $10,000 per month online with this simple 3-step approach. Remember, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just keep things as simple as possible when you're starting. And take it from me, because I've been through this. Avoid the friendly neighborhood e-commerce guru trying to tell you to try all these different things, because 9 times out of 10, none of those guys make money online. They're just trying to sell you a course so that they can afford their next Lamborghini payment. Listen, I'm here to cut through all the bullshit in this space and equip you guys with the tools that you need to succeed with e-commerce. If you haven't already yet, subscribe. I'll be putting out videos every single week to help you get to not only your first 5 figures, but your first 7 figures online. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week.